Yo guys, what is going on? It's the weekend, so on the weekend we like to cover community theme teams or community team flexes, team builds, what everyone's doing with their squad and how teams are shaping up and looking. We just had probably a massive event with Warp Speed dropping week 1. Can't wait for week 2. But with that, what is everyone doing with these Warp Speed cards? Who's coming off? Who's going on? I can't wait to check out all these teams and see what we got. So we're going to look here first. We have Werenski, Devontae's. We got a couple of Team of the Years. What we don't have is any Warp Speed cards. I do believe that you'd be better off getting rid of Rantanen, unless you're a fan, and getting Modano in there or Bondra. If you're an older gentleman, you probably remember the great days of Bondra, and you probably want to play with him. I know I do. So I hope you can get him. But this is an absolutely stacked team and still running the Casa. You'll love to see it. But we got a lot of teams to get into. So let's start looking at some of the other ones. This is just straight up a Colorado theme team. And oh my God, is it a massive one. This here just shows you the power of what some theme teams could look like. And this theme team is actually nasty. Colorado probably has the best theme team out of any team in the league. And I mean, look at it. Look at this theme team. This has to be before the speed event, though, I would think. And then what do we got here? We've got a couple of good cards. I'm not seeing any Warp Speed cards so far, and I thought I was going to. But on this one, we've got a lovely Noah Hannafin Sharpshooter and Tim Stutzel Sharpshooter. I wonder if this team put everything they had into the Sharpshooter event and might not have a chance at getting some Warp Speed. But they've got the Ovechkin, so they put a good investment into getting that. And I mean, this team is great, but I think it might be time to move on from Quinn Hughes and Gostisbehere if you can and try to get in some of these Warp Speeds. Same with maybe Line A as well. And we got a different angle here, but we're still going to look at it. We got Chara with Palika. We got a good looking team here, not terrible at all. And I mean, great looking team. It's hard to see it at this angle, so I'm not going to really look over it all too much or very, very long because it's really hard to see it. It's like, it's a good looking team. It's a good looking team. You got Larkin. You got Hedman, so I'm assuming Brady Tkachuk's going to be on your team very soon. All right, and then we got a Team of the Weeks. We got a ton of Team of the Week cards here. We got Nylander. I love to see it. You got Larkin. You got Hedman. You got Vlasic, which, by the way, the Speed Vlasic and the Speed Drouin are dynamite cards. They're dynamite budget beasts. If you're looking for fast cards that have some height, like this Vlasic is massive with good speed. He's a very good card to get after if you're trying to build a team and get some speed on it without a massive cost. Then we got Nordiques coming in. Nordiques has a great looking team with Mo Seider rounding out the back end. Quinn Hughes will obviously get better. Hedman will obviously be gone eventually. And then we got Vince Dunn. I think this team really needs like a Scott Niedermayer. Would be sick, to tell you the truth. Maybe getting rid of Hedman or getting rid of Vince Dunn, unless you're a huge fan of Vince Dunn. But I think Scott Niedermayer would be huge on this team. Then we got NHL Hut. Tons of good cards here with the Modano Warp Speed, with the X Factor McDavid, with the X Factor Nylander, the X Factor Fox, the Cale Makar, who got up to 93. And then with the Zetterberg and the Rantanen, and this team is stacked. It would probably be a really fun team. The Mike Gardner is a really, really good card. It's nice to see that. And I'm wondering how many more of these Mike Gardners we're going to see pop up. But the Modano card art is absolutely fire. I would love to see Bondra on this team. I'm really surprised I haven't seen any Bondras yet. I was really excited when he got added to Hut. And I'm hoping we see more and more Bondras as this video goes on. Okay, and then we got another one coming in here. Again, your typical 4 or 5 card punch with your Makar, your Keller, your McKinnon, your McDavid, and then you're getting your Lindens in there with your Modano and your Ovechkin. That's kind of a lot of the way a lot of these teams are shaping up. We're seeing a lot of the initial cards like that. And then we got a Crosby with Dylan Larkin on the 4th line. That is wild that he's already on the 4th line. Is Kucherov going to come off your team for Tkachuk, or is it going to be Gretzky? It's not going to be Zucker. It's not going to be McDavid. Who are you taking off your team for Brady Tkachuk? Then we got a Canucks fan coming in. We got the base McKinnon. So eventually that card will be coming off your team. This is a well-rounded grind team, a low-end team of somebody that's just putting it together, seeing what they can up with, and definitely took advantage of the Four Nations event, as you see a lot of cards here. Hopefully, this person can take advantage of the Warp Speed event, because the Warp Speed, even their base cards are unbelievable, and I would love to see them utilize the Warp Speed event to move on from Raquel or Hannafin or Gretzky or Mario, like selling the Mario and selling the Besser maybe, and then getting 2 Warp Speed right-hand shooters would be absolutely huge. Here we go. Still no Warp Speed Bondra, but we got Nikas, we got Madonna, we got the team builder Dougie Gilmour. Don't see that too often. I absolutely love seeing that. And the Brandon Hagel. This team actually has some overpowered, sneaky cards that you don't see a lot of. 1, you don't see a lot of Bobby Orr anymore. 2, haven't seen the Nikas yet. 3, don't see a lot of team builder Dougie Gilmour. And then the Brandon Hagel that you don't see a lot of. This team is lovely. And then we get Team of the Year, Marty Brodeur, which I don't think I've seen that Marty Brodeur used before. Great job on this team, buddy. And wow, I like it. We're going to pause here for a second, as I'm going to remain to be slightly sad that we're not seeing any Peter Bondras. Now, this isn't a full-on Devils theme team because of Charlie McAvoy. Maybe this theme team's being rearranged some other way, but this isn't a full-on Devils theme team. Charlie McAvoy, Braden Point, but it is close. It is very close. This is a very good-looking squad, and you can't hate this team. This team looks fun. It looks like you're having fun building it, and I hope more cards come out for you to keep this Devils theme team going. It's going to be a couple years of tough hockey for Boston, and I'll try not to smile so much as we think about the next couple of years for Boston. We got Steven Stamkos, we got Dylan Larkin, we got Dvorsky on the first line. You don't see that too often. Barkov, we got 97. Why is the 97 fantasy PWHL card on your final or on your fourth line? You're not a fan of the card? Then we got Mario, we got Alfredson. Okay. We definitely invested into the Hollow event, and I like it. There's the Dougie. This is a good-looking team as well. Nice flex, and McDavid on the fourth line. Wild, man, what some people are doing with cards. Red Eye has a team. What do we got here? We got, typical. We got the Parenko. We got the Orr. We got the Makar. We got the Lindstrom. Of course, he has his Tampa Bay line with Braden Point and Sorelli, and recently kept getting benched. Nikita Kucherov. And then we've got no Bondra. I would love to see Bondras. Where are the Bondras, guys? I have looked at so many teams, haven't seen one Bondra. That's crazy to me. But great looking team, brother. Great looking team. All right, and then we look here again, no Bondra. This is wild. This is wild. Who is going to be the first person to get Bondra on their team? I have him on mine, and he's unbelievable. But, what do we got going on here? Tons of Team of the Years. We got a team builder. We got good fantasies. We got great cards here. I love the jersey selection, too. Canada and St. Pat's. I love that. And then we got Casa in net. Probably all you're going to need all year. This is another fantastic team. And let's say Rantanen will probably be gone when you get Brady Tkachuk. Somewhere in there. Okay, and then we got, I just got rid of Coffee so I could get Scott Niedermayer on my team. And then we got the Owen Power. I like it with the Devon Tays. Good looking team here as well. Again, though, I'm going to stick to this point until I find him. No Bondra. We got Warp Speed Mike Modano, but where is Bondra, boys? Come on, you're letting me down. Oh my God, it has finally happened. Rig Pigs brings in the first Bondra of the day. I love seeing it. Then we got Modano and Nikas. We got Scott Niedermayer. No, he did not build Brandon Montour, but for good reason. You got Fox, Foot, you got Makar. Would I build Montour? Maybe. I'd wait and see what week 2 has in store. Maybe you get a phenomenal right-handed shot defenseman for week 2, or you get a phenomenal left-handed shot defenseman for week 2, and you get done out and you bring in that shot. But this team is absolutely stacked. I can see next week, perhaps maybe Ovechkin, Dunn, and Kyrou coming off your team, depending on what names they drop. But this team is good. And then we got the Golden Knights team finishing it out with a second Bondra. So at least when we looked at these 15, 16 teams, I don't know how many teams exactly we looked at, But when we looked at all these teams, at least we came across 2 Peter Bondras. So that's nice. 83 Thompson and 87 Hill. Kind of a Vegas team here with a couple of holes being filled, but a kind of a Vegas team here. And we don't have Robin Leonard. Interesting, but hey, great looking team, brother. I love that you got some good non-Vegas players on here that are probably fun for you to use, and then you still got a lot of Vegas guys on here as well. Great team. I love seeing people building teams and getting different cards, and like the Pavel Dvorakov. I said that wrong. Sorry, haven't heard his name pronounced before, so probably got that wrong. But I don't see any of him, so it's nice to see that card. And I don't think I've seen a Phil Housey yet either this year, so it's nice to see him in there. But hey, great teams, guys. 2 Peter Bondras is a little concerning. Leave in the comment section down below if there's a reason you're not building the card. Maybe you just don't like the player. Maybe you don't like the card. What is it that's keeping you from building them? Because the ratio of people building them to not building them is wild. But thank you guys for putting your teams in the Discord. Anybody that wants their team put in the next video, just throw it in the Discord down below, and I'll try to get it in. But thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. And leave in the comments section down below what you think of these fantastic teams. But until next time, guys, ciao, ciao.